Hello family, and welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Long and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you for coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Today's topic is be safe. Be safe. And my support scripture for this is Proverbs chapter 28 verse 17, which reads, "A man that doeth violence to the blood of any person shall flee to the pit. Let no man stay him." And so this hits home today because of all of the things that go on in the country that I was born in, the United States of America. And I wanted to touch on this topic, and it pains me sometimes, but you know, when I come to this in the scripture, I might as well talk about it. It pains me to point out the differences, because this was the message leaving America, which nobody had done in my family. Not many of my friends had done, but I had already done. I had already went to Iraq. I had already been to Kuwait. I had already been to Ireland. I had already been out of the country. I had been to Spain, you know, and I saw that, you know, it's not a war zone everywhere. And I was in Iraq and Kuwait, but you know, it's not a war zone everywhere. And when you think about that, you know, we have a lot of people who mean well, and they say be safe. And what does be safe actually mean in this day and age? You know, be safe, does it mean that, you know, follow the law and everything you do, you know, it will be okay? No, it don't mean that. It means you try to be as safe as possible, but it's always a chance of something that's out of your control or beyond your control happening to you, putting your life and your family's life in danger. And this message right here, it is just to talk about what I've seen and what I see constantly on the daily. And now I know you see this on the daily. When you turn on the TV, when you look at the news, it is always shooting. It is always violence. It is always murder. Just here recently, the day is the 28th. So yesterday, the 27th, you know, we had the incident that happened in Memphis with the black officers assaulting another black man. You know, America is up in arms because of when white people do something to black people, or when black people do something to white people. But can you be safe when your own people are doing this against you? And I say that to say this because I'm here in Africa right now at this very moment. And me and my wife can attest to this, being stopped by the police multiple times in a day, and just, you know, saying hi and, "Oh no, everything is fine. We're good. How have you been? I see that's the car that you was driving last time. I'm just checking in on you just to say hi to the family." No, I don't need to see your license. Hey, maybe I'm slowing you up from where you're going, but hey, if you're too busy to talk, hey, this ain't the place for you, because the life here is pole. And that's a lot being said at this moment. But I say all of this just to have you understand that to be safe, I'm in a country where the police don't carry guns. You know, they have security at certain places, and they have weapons, you know, but on an average everyday stop here, you know, no, they may have a stick or a baton, but it's nothing like they need to have a shootout. I've even seen, you know, unfortunately, people try to flee on a scooter. And guess what they do? They let them flee. They let them flee. They write down the tag number. Because guess what's going to happen? They're going to find out who had it, who was on it, and get them at a later date. It's no reason to shoot somebody down for running. It's no reason to take someone's life because they didn't comply to your aggressive behavior at this time. And you know, every time I look up, it's a mass shooting. It's some type of vicious, heinous act going on. And this scripture, speaks to it, because when you look at it, Proverbs chapter 28, verse 17, it reads, "A man that doeth violence to the blood of any person shall flee to the pit." This pit, or this place, is where they can seek refuge from the horrible things that they've done. Most people want to seek refuge when they do evil stuff or bad stuff. They want you to be sad for their bad behavior. That's just like our kids. Our kids do stuff and then they look at us with sad eyes like, oh, well, I don't want to receive judgment. Guess what? God is going to judge a lot of people. All people. Because guess what? Some of us are following and believers, and some of us are talking and are non-believers. You see? It's a lot of things that go on. But men that do violence to the blood of any person, they want to flee that scene. And they want to be protected. It says, let no man stay him. No. You can't be here doing that. You have to be judged accordingly at the courts of law at this current time. And most people get away with some of these things. They plead insanity, or, they made a move or whatever it is. But you have to be wise to the times that you are in and the locations which you live. Safety, it ain't no safe. Anywhere you could be in the world could be a problem for you. But be safe. Certain parts of Africa, you're very safe. They ain't messing with you. Because people like to enjoy their lives. They like to laugh. They like to have fun. It's law. They have laws that they enforce. But it's not to the detriment of your life or your health. Do what you're supposed to do. We had an incident with one of my guys, they didn't, I didn't. So ultimately it's my fault for something that they didn't have. And that caused me to have to do things that I didn't want to do, but I had to do them. Because it's business that we have to take care of, and there's certain things that we have to do to make things right. So at the end of the day, family, take care of your business. Be safe, as they say. But know that no place is safe. And just because you're in a place where you're thinking life is going to be, it's more convenient, but it may be more costly to you and your family at the end. So family, I appreciate you for coming along. And as always, enjoy the journey.